Alright, so I was saying this that yeah, they said so anyway, I'm sorry, my phone cut off, so I got about 17 bars. Okay. Hope we can stay on this without the phone cutting off. I'm struggling. By the way, if you want to contribute to Zachariah's channel, you want to see a better. Once you go down that link and look at my t-shirts, I have t-shirts, I have hoodies, I have coffee mugs with Teens Zacarias on there. I also have, I think one of the ladies, muscle shirts. Y'all gonna work out, so it's something for ladies. But most of my stuff is for me. It's unisex, but of course I have to give to me on there when it comes to the clothing. But it's unisex, okay? Shirts, hoodies. Please go link a Teespring and buy your shirt. My shirt is 20. Of course, I should know my price, but it's been a while since I've been on the site, so I need to start promoting my shirts to my all my audience out there who would like to look at Zacarias, who have fun. Remember, keep me in your memory as not dying like that, but keep me in your memory when you go to work, when you're out to wear casual clothes or your hoodie, or even you're drinking your coffee cup or tea. Go down there to Teespring, down there to my link where it says Team Zacarias on and show your support for Zacarias Vivo. Okay, if you want some better service, hey, you know what I'm saying. And if you want me to come visit your town, do any interviews, we gotta pay out the money up in here. Go ahead and buy the shirts, okay? We gonna sell some shirts up here. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm an entrepreneur. I want my own business. It's therefore we gotta go ahead and spread the love out there. Let everyone know if you can't buy the shirt, why don't you go tell your friends to buy the shirt, okay? Tell your friends about, oh, this is a funny guy on YouTube named Zacarias. Go outside his Vivo, and he does all this commentary. He's a inspired singer, but most of his material is commentary. So therefore, go right ahead. Hey, you might maybe that's something that might can promote my album. Okay, you never know. I might go tour and then have a talk. Or maybe tour and talk, sing and talk, whatever I do. So therefore, all my subscribers and visitors, thank you for coming on this channel. This canal is in español. Go ahead and click on that link and buy you a shirt, a hoodie, coffee mugs, whatever you see on that list that I created. Okay, no ghostwriter at all. All me. Solo yo en español. Solo yo en español. All right, Team Zacarias. All right. Let's get the topic. We have 17 balls. Hoping to God the phone don't cut off. All right, so get what I'm saying. So when I was with my second cousin, okay, because my dad's first cousin is his mom first. Okay, my dad's first cousin is his mom. Okay, anyway, point is, back in '88, around about the Halloween season, and we was listening to Bob Brown. Okay, so I never get when that time. So I never get Bob Brown. I heard the bad things, but I also heard the good things about Brown. And I know he was around about 18. Was he around about 18, 19 years old, 20 some years old? He was young. Okay. So, I didn't know about the Jan Jackson, but we're going to get to the Jan Jackson part. Okay. As I was saying, that I don't think even Joe Jackson is corrupt. I don't think that it probably was colorism. Everybody said, well, everybody in the Jackson family, including Michael's kids, don't look black or don't look too black. Well, the Jacksons didn't look too black either. Okay, let's be real. Michael did not look like Akon, neither Joe, neither his brothers. The women in the family, including Catherine, did not look like what's her name, Namita Yoga. Okay, they have a mixture of black and American and white. Okay, including uh, Catherine Jackson's information one time was on the internet about her great grandparents being mulatto. And you can tell she also had Native American in her roots, especially the high cheekbones of hers and her caramel complexion that she has that Michael got. Okay, so the daddy, so he's pure black to Michael. No, Michael Jackson was not pure black. Um, Joe, and I can't stand Joe. No offense to Jack's family, but what he did to y'all, I cannot condone. Okay, I understand he got y'all the ghetto Gary Indiana, I understand that, but and I understand he came from a Jim Crow situation where they taught our older people coming from slavery through Jim Crow season that anti-black high racial kids. When Lynch, Charles Cole Clark Jones, where you saw in Uganda where the white man was beating, Jimmy Taylor was beating on them Africans and using Jesus. That's what they taught. That's what we got. Okay, that toxic behavior. Okay, we need to get rid of that toxic behavior. That's why we have mental issues in our community. Okay, and our elders need to stop thinking that. And then too, if an elder does not want to give up, they need to give up them. Stop being around them. Okay, anybody just get younger people too. We want our community to survive. I think this Trump season was a reason why it happened to remind us we cannot shout Black Lives Matter, and I agree with Black Lives Matter, but at the same time, it is true. If we want our life to matter, that means we gotta treat each other. What that preacher said at the Aretha Franklin funeral, the one that got all the controversy, right? Mutual respect. That's what the Bible teach. Mutual respect. I respect you, respect me. It ain't about the one side get respect and one gets stumped like a roach. Come on now. God does not think like that. People teach that. That's why folks don't go to church on Sunday because of that mess. Okay. So point is, what your father did was not right. Okay. He did some good as in get you out of the hood, rhymes, but the way he did it was very destructive. Okay. It hurt Michael. It hurt your brother. So let's be real. Okay. But he had all these issues. Okay, so Michael Jackson, they did. Okay, green eye, very light skin. Of course, Catherine is lighter skin. Okay, she not too light, but she lighter skin. Jackson was lighter shades of brown, and Latoya was the real lightest one. Okay, um, none of them was pure black looking. Okay, they're like Akon, you know what I'm saying? Like Yoko. So I don't know why I don't see how Michael Jackson's, because even though he had folks that look like the Yoko and Akon back in slavery, they had babies with masks or whatever, and the kids sometimes came out looking white, not all the time. However, when his kids came out, they didn't want to shop because that happens. Quincy Jones happened to Quincy Jones. Like Quincy Jones got white in his rules, okay? So I just wish people stop being ignorant. But Joe Jackson has green eyes, blue eyes, just like Paris. Besides her mama, so she got her mama eyes and her grandfather, her dad's eyes. Okay, he high yellow. Okay, and maybe yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. However, I'm going to both compare Janet and father and what's her name, Sissy. Okay, the Reese, both of them did not want Bobby and their family. Sissy Houston, okay, and neither Joe Jackson. You're talking about two elders who grew up in anti-black, which is the president today calls America Great Again movement time, where black was seen as negative and white was seen as positive. Even though all the Jim Crow killing and murders, all of this stuff, they was going through that as well. But it was a clash between seeing white bad as in reality and white good in fantasy. You know what I'm saying? The truth of the matter is, if you got constantly reminded, and this is what they did back in slavery days, in Jim Crow days too, of a real dark character, Mammy and Jemima Stephen Fletcher is being negative. Okay, that's what colorism comes in. Okay, and folks don't understand this. Sissy and Joe Jackson, including her husband John, High Yellow, mixed with Italia. I heard it. Whitney Houston's dad mixed with Italia. What I know she Dutch and Scottish and Native American besides black. Talking about Sissy Houston. Okay, and Catherine and Joe. They grew up at a time when anti-black culture was deemed on them. Okay, so imagine you get kids, you get out the ghetto. Okay, all I think the Houston family had money. Okay, talking about Sis and the family. Okay, because they do their mixing down there in Georgia. They mixed ancestors had their own property. I remember reading hearing that on Sis Houston's commentary about her family history, and they had money to move to New Jersey from Georgia, I believe, right? Okay, the drunkards, they call it drunkards, and it was Dutch or Scotch, whatever. See, I keep up with all this mixed heritage and everything. Okay, so due to that mixed person had money, okay, they was able to lead the South with all the Jim Crow racism go up New Jersey. Even though it was racism there, but it wasn't as harsh. It was down south. Okay, Joe Jackson them, they came from the South, so they didn't Catholic, but they lived in Gary, where it's very racist, very ghetto as well. I mean, it was ghetto. It's weird. It was ghetto just like it is today. Okay, so I understand that he pushed them to be in a very demonic and abusive manner. He should, in my opinion, shouldn't have done it that way. But I'm letting y'all folks. So imagine you come out the ghetto, you made it. You had to deal with white people who got money attacking you, and folks in your own academic in the community, dark and light, attacking you too. Oh, okay. Whether it was with money or not money, okay? You made it. Now your kids is going with somebody from the ghetto who also made it from the ghetto. Unlike the other band members in New Edition, this dude has mental problems. Not only that, he is buying down to a anti-black stereotype, and he using his complexion. Every time I see this situation, I think of Tupac. No offense to Tupac. Biggie, Biggie was more a party rapper, but he kind of bought it, but he wasn't buying to the stereotype. But I look at Kodak Black, Glock 9. What did Kodak Black and Glock 9 say? They didn't want their children to look like that. They were, okay, they came from the hood. And in that clip with Janet Jackson, what did he say? That you don't want no project nigga. You already a dark project. You already telling the whole world, Bobby, that you didn't feel bad about it, you feel good about yourself, though you use the drugs. One thing folks don't understand. White race people, especially Reagan's, I go ahead and say it like it is because we already know that Reagan them contribute to the drug, the crack cocaine, okay, and CIA. They, after Jim Crow, knew there was mental issues in the African Americans in the community that was not resolved. What did they use? Drugs. And to get and to explore our people suffering. People had mental issues within the community that was going against them and outside with white racism. Okay? So imagine you have all these darts thrown at you, and next thing you get a drug and sedate you. Okay, to the point you forget reality. Okay, you're addicted to it to the point that you lose your house, your car, you lose your job, all that mess. They knew the trick that folks don't understand. That's how they don't understand. So not only you made it, Houston family and the Jackson family. Here's your kids, your daughters, going with this dark skinned man. Now, if he was a Wayne Brady dark skinned brother who well do, well put, then buy into the stereotype, I don't think that Joe or neither Sissy had a problem with that. But Bobby Brown bought into this anti-black stereotype that when they was growing up as kids, they saw the pickaninny, they saw the jigaboo, they saw all it, and it was always majority of the time a dog skin character portraying a white person in blackface portraying these nigga stereotypes. So next thing you see Bob Brown, who came up from the ghetto, even left New Edition due to his drug issues and thug issues. Next thing your daughter that you have brought out the ghetto and out already trying this man trying to bring him down. That's the reason why that if folks ain't bringing it down. If this was a Wayne Brady dark skinned brother, then you have an argument of colorism because he went against those stereotypes. He not out there thugging. You know what I'm saying? If it's Wayne Brady, he's he's polished, not to sound gay, he's handsome. He ain't the stereotypical savage mentality that people put in our head. Go ahead and admit it. When it comes to OJ Simpson, what they do to his OJ about my color. What they do? What they do to OJ's complexion? They darken it. Okay, when he got in trouble, when he got a situation with Nicole Brown Simpson back in '94, they darkened it. We know why they do it. A lot of folks don't want to talk about this, but it's the truth. So when you see this dark-skinned brother who buy into every anti-black stereotype, and you had to go through Jim Crow, had to see lynches, murders, and every time a white person who had power put this image and try to emulate that it's you and make fun and mock you of it, that's the reason why. Okay? So when I look at this situation and I look at Bob Brown trying to attack Janet for not wanting him, or even Sissy, bringing up Sissy Houston not wanting him in the family, bro, you had issues. Your all black identified male group had to kick you out. Because I didn't see all the new editions movie, but I saw parts of because of your drug habit, your ghettoism. You exploit your own self by Brown, buying to the anti-black stereotype and using the dog. And white people, the Tupac, white people saw its opportunity, who are racist, not all white people who are racist, saw this to exploit you and you playing a bad image. I like you being the bad image because some of us grew up like in Jenny and Wendy's case in strict households. We want to escape that. We want to just like Toni Braxton when she was in her time. She cut her hair. She had long hair without a weave in it. She cut her hair because she got tired being controlled, even as an adult. We can relate to that. However, you had potential to no longer be in drugs. I understand the mom was selling drugs. We cooked fried chicken and thought it was the powder, when it was the cocaine, whatever. I understand that your dad let her. However, he needed therapy. Okay? Bob Brown, if Bob Brown came out as a clean image, dark skinned brother, you will have a argument of colorism, whether it's from Cissy Houston or from Joe Jackson. However, these elderly people had to work 10 times worse. And I'm glad I grew up with grandparents. 10 times worse to debunk those stereotypes that white race people put in society. And next thing, make it. And folks understand that why they got married, folks who is out. Excuse me, you deal with a class of people who have money. Okay? When OJ made it, yeah, he had a sister. Yeah, he, cheated on her, Marguerite, who's a lot of skin as well. Okay? However, you deal with a different type of people you see every day. You're not dealing with something in the hood. We got money. Look what happens when people go to the hood with money. They end up getting killed. What happened to Exorcion? He got killed. What happened to John Master Jay? He got killed. What happened to Tupac when he got shot in Queens? Y'all get my point. That's why even what's his name? French Montaigne's friend that got killed. Okay, Queen Latifah got robbed. Folks don't come in the hood, because we got folks in the hood who are ungrateful, who are wolf in sheep clothing, who are crabs a barrel. That's why the folks don't want any folks run games on people with money. That's the whole. Look what happened to Dane Dash. Dane Dash lent his money out to Lee Dash, and what Lee didn't do, fucked him over to a point that they had to come down there and confront him and do laws. Do you get my point? That's why people don't want to help each other. And one thing, the revival folks don't support black businesses. Okay, I'm gonna give you not only some of our people in black business who don't know how to sell business. Even I'm learning that how to do well. See the problem of why your stuff is not selling. Read entrepreneur books, getting trained. I'm not saying all of us, some. However, when some of our people, when we do sell, okay, but I understand when Chris Brown got mad about his stuff being sold, and y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because when I was selling hair pills, they wanted a discount. They want a credit, not no credit card. See, our people will go to, not all of our people, let me stop there, will go to Walmart. You ain't gonna ask for no Walmart for credit. You ain't gonna ask for these other people for credit, even the Asian, Hispanic people or the Arabian people. But when it comes to us, you want us to give you a slide. Oh, can I get your, give you get a few money and never come back to repay it? Not even communicate with the person that you owe money to. You know what I'm saying? You want credit. You won't give them something for free. And I'm not saying all, and I'm not trying to say about Asian people that happen at the nail salon with the acetone. There are some people who make it our people look terrible with that argument. I'm going to call them is, but I know it's entrepreneur. Because when I was selling the hair pills, a sister gonna tell me, "Can you lower the price down?" I don't know if you're gonna go back and tell everyone's going. I'm doing it next time. I lose my business. Come to someone else's product. You know what I'm saying? That's why some of our people don't support our business. Because they want it for free. You know what I'm saying? But they go to white person, if I laugh at, even though I'm asking folks to donate money or to whatever. And I ain't asking for no huge quote dollar type money. I'm going to use it as an argument to change the subject here and focus it on me. Whitney Houston, this was Bob Brown when his mother died. Us Leos, like we have Madonna situation, we have a problem with that. I admit that because Madonna and Whitney Houston are both Leos, just like me. However, I'm going to tell like it's related to the story. There are people who won't sing for free. We can't give it for free and not make no money. That's why we don't got no money in the hood, okay? In the African American community, okay? But I understand, okay? They want credit and I give it back and then look at us funny and play games. And that's why. So the reason why I brought that up, because that's when they saw Byron Brown, that's when they saw stereotypes and he fit into it by his color. And I'm not defending whether if Joe Jackson said she shouldn't date a black man, whatever, talking about Janet Jackson or either Whitney Houston's mom, if she ever did say that, she never did. However, when they see Byron Brown, it fits the stereotype. And they saw the real, we saw the polished bad boy. We didn't see the real one back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? They saw behind the scenes. They don't want that in their family, but some they work hard to go against, and he come. Then you in the public eye, and white racist people are going to bring that up to make your family look terrible. That's what they're talking about. Okay, some of y'all people in our community need to stop buying the stereotypes and maybe you have a valid argument about colorism, racism. But when you buy the stereotype, I cannot defend that. And when I heard him say in the bedroom, you don't want to project dog nigga. See, you already said that yourself is not good enough when you said that by Brown. Okay? And of course, someone like Jen Jackson don't want it like that because next thing, her parents had to fight against that. And white people who use some bad images, especially a real dark image of a black person being stereotyped, they're gonna bring you up if anything's in the family brought up. Yes, Michael Jackson had the vitiligo and all this other stuff and look like whatever. However, it'd be 10 times worse. Okay? Because we have a historical problem with that. If you was a Wayne Brady dark skin brother with a clean image, yeah, you have a valid argument about colorism because you're not buying into any stereotypes. And like I said, it hurt me when I saw Wayne Brady being saying they were saying on a black public advocate, not them saying it, but the people quoted with people saying that he's not black enough. This is a real dark skinned brother, good image. I swear, that's a brother. That's a true brother. Wayne Brady, good image. No, ain't no Glock 9, ain't no Kodak black type image. And you got people in our community telling white people he's not black enough. I'm not saying he pure black, even though he dark skinned, but he could be mixed too. I'm just saying. So you want to equate blackness with negativity. That's what y'all talking about self-hate. Y'all got that self-hate. You want to put blackness in a pot of negativity and call it pride. That's anti-black. Jan Jackson, if Jan Jackson and the Jackson family and the Houstons did not have no pride in themselves, they went and got up and did something in their life. Half of your motherfucking consider half of your motherfucking asses who make these comments ain't doing shit, ain't trying to do shit, ain't trying then try to discourage someone to do shit in their life. You don't got no pride, so you better see a white person making your own, see your own sister and brother making. What's that about Lil' Kim? Lil' Kim don't have all that stuff. Look what she did. Even though she did it degraded with the sex part, she polished up now. She went to better things like she was a dance star. She done all the other stuff. What you doing with your life if you so damn proud of yourself? You would call yourself a nigga. That's the worst thing to call yourself a nigga. A nigga is the worst word to call yourself. We got lynched, killed, murdered, and dehumanized and denied opportunity and rights in this country over the N-word. So how can you call yourself proud when you call yourself a negative term and internalize it as something positive when it ain't positive? Because black is positive. But when you put the stereotypes in it, negative stereotypes, and call it black, it shows that you're not proud of who you are. And when I saw that, I said, don't try not Janet. At least Janet got her life together. At least, hold on, Bob Brown. And even when you married Whitney Houston, okay, you cheated on this woman. You cheated on Whitney Houston, okay? After you left her, Janet Jackson kicked her out. Next thing, you try to go after and say to me, you made it, and then you try to bring your project bullshit to these stars who already made it in our community, who had better image than you did. Not because you're darker than them, darker than Whitney and Janet, but you were bringing that negative energy. Okay? And even though, because we found later on that her camel skin brother gave her drugs, people looked at you, like I said about Janet. Joe Jackson didn't want that. What happened to Whitney? That's what it was. I'm glad I brought that up. He didn't want what happened to Whitney, even though Whitney's brother, camel skin, at the dark one, not Gary, Michael Houston, who's lighter, okay, who by her complexion, gave her drugs. We ain't not gonna until later on till she died, right? Okay, hold up. Joe Jackson didn't want you to be in that family, bringing that mess to Janet's career, and the next thing mess up way before Justin Timberlake screw it up. Okay? I call it like it is. Alright? That's why that he wants you in the family. And since he wants you in the family, because that you brought a bad weight already. And when Whitney hooked up already on drugs, it made it worse. You brought the thug image with you. That thug image is the positive, brother. We've been killed and murdered, all of us, no matter what shape we are as brothers, due to that savage mentality. We're back in slavery because they use that savage stereotype like they do in fighting against Black Lives Matter. They use it to justify their racism, saying that we're not human. So don't try to sit here and shame Janet or shame Whitney because you messed up, brother. Don't get wrong. I understand you came up, your mom scandalized you. I'm sorry I call it, no offense to mom, but having cocaine around her after her husband, that was wrong, okay? I understand that, but when you got old and you had money, because you got more money than I do, when you made famous doing New Edition, it was your opportunity because one like y'all, I don't know every story, New Edition, but in this situation, yes, David Ruffin, whatever his name from Temptation went on drugs, but majority of them people Motown, like Diana Ross, Barry Gordy, they went in bad things in life. You don't hear about their drug issues, and if they did do drugs, we don't know about it. Okay, they went up. Smoking Rock, all these folks went up out the hood in Detroit and made it. So when was it Biscuit? Not Biscuit. Was it Biscuit? Cause they New Kids on Block manager was Biscuit, right? Biscuit, whatever his name is. Was that the one who found New Dish? Well, cause okay, anyway, when he saw opportunity, he was trying to give you opportunity, even though he got scammed. Okay, I understand. But the other managers who care about the community want to see you come out the hood and make it, not go in destruction. You went in destruction mode on your own internet, and the car like it is with Bob Brown. You saw this Sylvester successful stars of color, African descent, who, and I go ahead and admit it, because Whitney and both Jan are both lied to him. You used that as did, and of course Jan was wrong for cheating on her Latino husband. Okay, I'm gonna call it like it is, Rene Elizondo. That Mexican man they play, he Mexican and part one of his parents from Spain, other from Mexico, Mexican descent. That Rene Elizondo who played the Cholo, they work with what's it, Poetic Justice with Tupac, the one they were talking about ham hocks and messing with kick your ass and all that. And you remember they had that black and brown situation in the post office and boy, just that's Janet Jackson Hood. That's the one that she was cheating on with Bob Brown. I'm sorry, Jack, to call like it is. You know, baby, I keep real on my channel, but that's what it is according to Bob Brown's story. I want to hear Janet because I ain't trying to quote rumors and lies on my channel. Okay. Okay, yeah, he Mexican. Okay, so everybody talking about me, brothers going Latinas, whatever. I never had a problem with Jan Jackson going with Renee Elizondo. Actually, I love their relationship. Okay. And remember, and let you know, on the outside tip, Latoya, when she had her hair dyed blonde on Geraldo Rivera show back in '96, I don't forget this. When she was still married to the white Jewish guy Jack Gore who beat her up, the old thug. Okay, um, she admitted that Janet was already married to Ray Alexander. I don't forget that. Look at that clip on her show. If it's on YouTube, someone in copyright infringement, and hopefully nobody reported it. When she had her hair dyed blonde, I don't forget this. She the one that said back in '96 because Renee and Janet was saying they were about to get married right after the Janet album and the when she did Runaway and the other album she had where she pretended to be Dr. Damage and then one on yeah, I don't forget that. back in '96, and she the one that said that she the one that said that Janet Jackson and Renee Alexander were already married. So I already knew. So back in 2000, when I was working at Census Bureau, don't forget this, when she doing Another Professor Part 2, okay, I already knew that she was married. When she was getting divorced, everybody, she was married. I said, yeah, because Latoya already revealed that, about that long time ago, back in '96 on Raw Very Show. Don't forget that. When she had a hair dye blonde, I'm forgetting that talking about adopting children, whatever. Yeah, I forget this. And she was a sperm donor or whatever to make a baby because he couldn't make a baby, whatever it was. We found later on that Latoya is a virgin, okay? You know what I'm saying? It was a virgin till she got married to this brother that she married to, which is on her own channel, okay? All these years. Yeah, she had sex with that man. Okay? And you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so he'll make her strip and do new poses and stuff. I don't forget that. And beating her up and stuff and scaring her and everything else, okay? And the same thing would happen to Latoya and Janet. Both of them got married in Las Vegas scared. I understand. Yeah, when Jack Gordon married, he the one approached Latoya and said Joe Jackson would do some weird things to these people. Okay, no offense. The Jackson was gonna get them and kill whatever kidnapped her, and so she got scared and she ran to Las Vegas and got married to Jack Gordon, just like Janet Jackson was marrying Jermaine and George, James DeBarge, and um, Joe Jackson, high yellow, curly hair, looking passport, distinctive with Latino. Okay, didn't matter. Exotic looking. He didn't want him in a relationship because once again he was on drugs. Okay, remember that when the DeBarge family went to lot. You know what I'm saying? What their old white daddy it is. Ooh, I can't stand that old bitch ass dude. Sorry to cuss up in here. Can't stand him. He's sick out bad. He should be locked up. He should. I think he's sick dying, right? No, he should be locked up. He raped the daughter, and I think, and in my opinion, I ain't trying to put no rumors out there with the boss, but I think he raped him too. I think he did. Cause Bobby was bisexual, and of course, and I'm not saying he was bisexual already. I think the drugs, you know what I'm saying? Cause anybody get hooked on that crack in their hair, you do anything, you sell your own mama. You know what I'm saying? For that, yeah. When, like I said on my other video, when Father Karapi said on EWTN before he got in that trouble, I never forget that when I watched his stuff on Saturday night, and the dude said that when he was in the drugs and he was a playboy before he became a priest, he said John Carapis and Paul John Carapis, he Irish Italian. And what he said was, what did he say? He said that, and he will see when he bring the drugs off the board or whatever, the people who are in charge, and I bet CIA and Reagan has something to do with that mess because you gotta look at this. I see also some satanic stuff going on, and I mean satanic, I mean actual. You have folks practicing the devil. Okay, remember a lot of Satanists and the change subjects say that Anton LaVey was a businessman. It wasn't a true. It was a religion, Church of Satan. But when I heard Tafak Rabi said this, it makes a lot of sense. And I saw Peter Rivera. Remember, he did a show on devil worshippers in these cults at the army and a military base and in the area. Remember back in the 80s, and these, you know what I'm saying? And that's when Satanism, people start practicing Satanism like open. It used to be scared to tell people you practice that stuff. No, you had all that stuff, okay? It makes a lot of sense because they brought that mess there in the 80s so they can go ahead and get satanic priests to put a spell on the drugs. So when the crack dealer or whoever selling the weed, the kush, whatever it was at the time, it wasn't kush at the time, but it wasn't known at the time. But the weed, the heroin, whatever it was, that was to make people not only the chemical control them, but the demonic spiritual essence of those drugs. Which makes a lot of sense why Donald Trump say, and I'm not saying all Hispanic immigrants, because like I said when I talking about what's her name, Nevada, wherever the one Republican, remember she said she had black in her, and that some Republican person met with the black folks there down there in Panama or Nicaragua, whatever, the Afro Latin. Yeah, I bet the whoever the Republican white was going over there in NAFTA trying to get them voodoo, Santeria, Santa Muerte, you know what I'm saying, folks who are the outsiders of those communities, because remember these mostly Catholic areas, they didn't condone them people in there. They didn't condone what they do to the occult people. They outcast some people. So when they went to them folks who actually had the demonic spirits to do the voodoo and the Santeria, Palamayabe, whatever, they brought them over here. Okay? And when every time the good immigrants who come here, whether it be undocumented or not, who trying to good for work, they penalize them, use a stereotype against them, when actually it was CIA and Reagan and I, till you can put your two together, you know what I'm saying, and be smart enough, you don't have to actually get rocket science. They went to those voodoo witches and warlocks to bring them over here so they can sell their dope to kill those African and Hispanic community. Okay? Which makes a lot of sense. And it also, too, when they did bring the drugs here, these so-called Christian men, white Christian men, they brought these drugs and they put them spirits. And remember, I said when Father Carapi was on there, he said when he was not a priest, he saw them get a satanic priest, which makes sense because in the suburban areas you had these rock industry people who believe in Satan and stuff. Not all rock, but you know what I'm saying. It makes a lot of sense. I'm glad I brought this up, y'all. I'm glad I brought this up. You know, it kind of relates to the story, but not all the way. But it makes a lot of sense. So when Donald Trump was saying that bring the immigrants, not Mexico, not saying his best, he talking about the folks that his party brought from the United States to bring this drugs over here, because they really want to have war on drugs with Nixon. Why they ain't stopped it? You know, Nixon was trying to target minorities, African people, white folks who were friends and doing drugs with them in the Woodstock. That's what they were trying to do. Okay. War drugs. If they had war drugs, we would not have no drug problems to this day. You would not have no opium, no kush, none of that mess we going on today, right? Okay, it was a propaganda to get folks and folks to use dog whistle languages. Okay, call it like it is. So going back to what I'm saying, that them drugs got powerful stuff in them. Okay, all right. Besides chemicals that they get these satanic priests and then the people who in a cult to put spells on them. And in the 80s, that's when all this voodoo, Santeria started to get popular in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep blaming the immigrants of Hispanic or Caribbean descent, when actually the good, hardworking, and uh, law-loving people, whether it be Protestant or Catholic, who are either coming from these countries, are not nothing involved with that, but they paint them with that to make stereotype image, like I said about Bob Brown, with his thug image and him being dark skinned, bought into the thug image back in the 80s. Okay, they knew what they were doing. Yeah. So that's why. So when Donald Trump talking about the cities, yeah, they talking about the folks they fool with down in them countries who they was bringing the drugs in so they can try to parse us with them. Okay, that's all they were trying to do. So when you sell them, you sell good money. So that's the love of money, the love of money, or the love of money, all evil. You make good sales with them till you mess up. That's when they rat at you and you get the bad rap, and the white folks who got the money don't get the bad rap. That's what all it is. But go on, what I'm trying to say. Okay, so go back to Bob Brown. But the reason why Joe Jackson didn't want you, because look what happened with Whitney. Don't get it wrong. Like I said before, Michael Houston, knowing I know that her caramel complected brother, who same complexion as her, lighter than you, gave her drugs. When you got married to Whitney and started hearing about drugs, they looked at you. Because you bought to the stereotype and you use your color to buy the stereotype. That's what I said. And we got to talk about that's why I bash DJ Flag. You get these dark skinned one who fits the stereotype. And this is a reconstruction of the stereotype back in Jim Crow days. And like folks understand, back in slavery, they call African and also Native American ancestors too, but African ancestor male as savages, so they can justify them to treat them unhuman. Okay, so before you start blaming Janet and blaming Whitney for or whatever, brother, you did this stuff to yourself. You had, like I said, when Motown back in the days, folks can remember many people came out the hood, they made it. Yes, one time OJ was a thug, robbing some Asian stores down there, and bring that mess up in there in San Francisco, okay? But when he left that mess alone and started being an athlete, people use music and sports to get our people out. He made it. He didn't go back to the hood, okay? All right? Mentality wise. So, brother, don't blame Janet and Whitney Houston either. When you went at these stars in the community and you brought your stupid shit, you did what the white folks wanted to hear. And I bet this is all, and I'm glad I brought that up. Before I even close, I'm trying to close right now. I've got all these thoughts in my head. It seemed to me this movie came out right after Janet Jackson is trying to promote her tour. Okay? But it seemed to me, and I'm going to call it like it is, it seemed to me this probably Janet Jackson came up as a, because the one thing about the white race, y'all talking about why, and go back with Michael Jackson's ex-girlfriend Stephanie Mills said when she bashed Sam Smith in the past, they don't want our people of African descent doing our music. What happened to rock music? Okay? They want white people to do it. And I'm starting to see what Isaiah Banks is talking about. It's just Isaiah Banks came with a very racist way of doing it and a very drama way of doing it, okay? In an ugly way of doing it, but they said intelligent manner without painting everybody and generalize it, it'll make sense. They are doing it. They're pushing for white artists to do white people, I mean, our people, our music, R&B, hip hop, whatever. And it's a record they're using colorism, whatever. And so we're about Stephanie Mills, okay? R&B music. When JJ was in LA asked about R&B music, you know what I'm saying? There ought to be R&B music. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand. They're trying to get Janet Jackson. They're trying to get many of these artists. Got Beyonce. It's a attack what they did back in rock and roll music. Remember, we was doing our people African was doing rock and roll. White folks saw it, who in South, who was, okay, most white Protestants saw it as being bad music, the devil's music. When their kids started to get involved, then the white folks in the industry started to try to, give them like Elvis, and let it be known, Elvis had drive black in him too. He was Melungeon, okay. He had, yes, Michael Jackson married to a sister who could pass white. Elvis had a driver black in him too. I have talked to people in the past. I never get this on Yahoo chat. You know, that was me talking to y'all back in the day on Yahoo chat back in 2000. A sister, she part white, part black. Her white family knew that Elvis was part black. And I said, that ain't true. Until I went to multiracial.com, talking about Melungeons, and other multiracial sites talking about Melungeons, and they mix Elvis thing. I said, she was right. He sing gospel music, singing real good like a brother, okay? And folks to understand that, besides Cherokee, he had black ancestry, okay? He was Melungeon, okay? And many Melungeons who look white, like Tom Hanks, Steve Martin, Hell Lockley, they pass as white to get money, okay? He passed as white, and it's hard for me to believe whether he did say about a brother should shine his shoes, whatever racist stuff, and if he did, anybody know those who like J. Evan who had driver black in him, when they pass as white, they will act like white racist people, so no one will not know they have black ancestry. Okay, if they start to bring it up, okay, or they start to speculate them because they had witch hunts on this. Was one John Rule also orchestrate witch hunts on anybody that got black in them, which makes sense why J. Edgar Hoover had his white looking daddy and white looking aunt killed when he became part of the FBI. Okay, folks don't understand this. Okay, one thing about my channel, I'm real. I keep it real on my channel. So, point is when he passed as white and shake did his little twerk and shake, they saw it as part of black culture and they saw it as vocal. They try to use the term as vocal. Okay? And next we see white folks, they saw money. White kids said, we don't need black entertainers, they're mixed. We need black entertainers. We gonna make this by Frankie Lyman, which I see why he went on drugs, trying to push this thing. But folks understand why I said go overseas. James Brown had to go overseas, and many other artists go overseas and tour. Motown had to go overseas. That's why you have British people who like our music. Okay? You know, and unlike the Britain, what I see in my end, and maybe I'm wrong, unlike the white British people, like the Beatles, they gave honors due to our community. The white folks, not all in here in the United States, did not do that. Some ran with, we can use Justin Timberlake for what happened to Janet Jackson. Okay? So I understand. So they're trying, and I think this Byron Brown story is not only to taint the Houston family again with Whitney Houston, who made it, who was top to point, and I'm not bashing Madonna. We got Madonna Man in the 90s, but in the 80s, she ranked up, okay? And then Jan Jackson, anytime when many of us make it, not only got folks in the hood who are crafts and a bear don't want to see us, may want to see them at the bottom of the tongue pole like them, but you got white folks who do not want to use some people in the hood who ignorant, okay? You know what I mean when I say it like that, to knock us down. And I'll call like it is. Like that's what I'm talking about. We don't need to do not practice extreme collectivism. Give a people with some sense. So I think Bob Brown trying to get money, but bro, you already got Whitney's money, okay? Brian Christina money that Whitney Houston got, they gave to Bobby when Winston died. You already got the money, dude. Okay, what else got to do? I'm trying to tell you a story, but to not Janet Jackson because she wasn't sleeping. And then two, if if she didn't want you, you should never say you got mad. And what it was when you got hurt by the lustful feelings of yours by Janet Jackson, and she didn't want to leave her Hispanic husband, or they don't become her husband, for you. Okay, you got in your feelings. Do you had already had a bunch of thoughts? A bunch of sorry, I said you was already a hoe, but had a bunch of female hoes. What more do you need? I feel like that sister said, if you can't go to Bella Noche, what the hell are you gonna go? You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, you already had a bunch of hoes already. Okay? I mean, how much sex do you need? And when you got had sex with Janet Jackson, you got all your feelings, your lustful feelings, cause she didn't want to leave her husband boy, her poppy. So I said like that, I got to drop Spanish in me too, Spanish Christian, also like to know she didn't want to leave her poppy for you. And you get the and unlike the movie, which everybody's down at your liar, unlike the movie, because it will make sense if the director Jesse Collins will go ahead and allow him pick her up and take her out the rest. That'll make more sense. You allow the sex scene, a more graphic sex scene in it on a PG channel. So you know what I'm saying. So I go ahead and put the baby in bath, or go ahead and have the character who's a little bit lighter than you, who playing you, take her out and do a drastic. Dang on it. Let Angela Bassett do it. I mean, honestly, she messed up with the Houston movie, but let her act the way she acted on Way and Takes Hell. Let her teach you how to do that. It ain't hard to do that character. Hell, if I was darker than I am and played you, I would have got just did with unlike what the director did, picked the character who played Jan Jackson and did exactly what it was done. That one thing about movies to get excited, the drama, the graphic and the dramatic effects of the movie gets the people talking. Okay, you get it ignites the audience. Okay, you could have did that, but no, you even told she left. No, now everybody down your story. You know what I'm saying? So I call it like it is. I ain't seen all the movie yet, but like I say, whenever I get a chance to buy the movie on YouTube or whatever, I'm gonna make a commentary of it. Well, hopefully I will. Hopefully I will, because you never know what we can do in the future. Okay, but my plan is to do that, and like I say, I think that by his own insecurity made him mad. Because if she in the movie didn't say, "Well, my daddy don't want no black man, especially no dark skinned black man," then you could have had your character that played, the character played with Jan Jackson say that, then it would make sense. But when you announce it, and like I say, what Joe Jackson was saying was saw what happened. Why? Because dude, way before you took that nookie, no offense to say about Jan Jackson, I love Jan Jackson. Before you took Jan Jackson's nookie, okay, a dude way lighter and hair texture curly who have a white daddy with one drop black DNA already took that way before in 1984, 85, wherever they got married, 84, 83, got married when she went to Las Vegas and took that already, okay? So, dude, shut up, okay? And Joe Jackson didn't want his behind that hot yellow man go with her either because he didn't want, remember, Jan Jackson seen drugs when she a little girl. Like she said, she thought they was sniffing what's that stuff called? Flower. When they went to Studio 54, when they were doing their tour up there in New York. Okay, when they had this, when the folks had sex revolution, they had white, straight, gay, bi, lesbian, trans, or pansexual, and drugs everywhere. You know what I'm saying? There was a ratchet in that club, and they had to sacrifice Deja Holiness Faith to go and need that witness to get some money to by performing Still 54. And Jan Jackson said she already seen cocaine because she said that it on one of the channels. She said what they said, look at what they do is sniffing powder, sniffing flour that you cook with. Okay, so you get my point. So she already seen. So Joe Jackson didn't want what happened with James DeBarge happen with you. Okay, that's the whole reason why that he didn't want you. You already fell into the stereotype, and then you using your dog color like it is, and white people who are racist love exploiting someone like you. Remember, Stephen Fletcher made more money if anybody African descent who was an actor, along with Hattie McDaniel playing who a dark skinned one, first one to win the Academy Award to get paid Mammy and play Maze, degrading roles. That's why Tupac was making so money, even though he got scammed when he died. Because they love to use the dark skinned man to explore a woman. That's why Leslie Jones get them coon stereotypes. That's why nobody when I heard about Milo, and I don't like Milo either. When he dragged her on Twitter, I said, no, sister, you bought into the stereotype. If it was Lupita, it could be different. Okay? No one can feel sorry for you. That's why folks, when we talk about Black Lives Matter, they think of the thugs. They don't think of somebody who's just in our community. So you play into that stereotype. Although your stereotype was polished because it was the 80s and it wasn't blatant like it was in the 90s. And today we got the Glock 9 and all that other stuff and Kodak Black. You know what I'm saying? But by you buying into that stereotype and then you don't want to go no dog. Okay, the question is, were you trying to go with Janet Jackson and Whitney Houston because Bobby Christine was a little bit lighter than you? You was trying to go with them lighter brown skin sisters so your kid can come out lighter? I'm about to ask you that question. Because the truth of the matter is, if she didn't want to have sex with you, and you did it, you could have been the real player. Say, okay, there's other women out there. Hell, I ain't worried about this cookie here. No offense to J&J, but that's what I was saying. Okay, well, okay, she want to give it up. You'll give it up to me. Okay, well, I go find some other women because you had all a bunch of women come after you. You had the dark skin privilege. You had money. You wasn't struggling in the streets no more. You had the blessing and the curse. And the curse as in the bad things you did with the money, but you had women throwing panties on at you. Okay, so I mean, so it's because two famous sisters who lied in you who made it. Okay, and their family made it. Okay, because both the Jackson and the Cece in Houston. You know what I'm saying? They made it out the ghetto. George, Sissy was singing with Aretha Franklin, and Elvis Presley singing back up, making that money, and then doing things for her church. And they went in the middle class Jersey area. They ain't in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So that's why in Joe Jackson they are been to the hood, head rats to the point that Mike Jackson had a song about the being. Okay, so why are you so angry about these women who, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, if you could have with other women in the industry who would be open to you. Okay? I mean, I'm just calling like it is. I think that in my opinion, Viacom, owned by the BT's owned by, is using this, in my opinion, using this story to bash Janet. This is not only against Michael, who broke the barriers for all of us to know what we look like to be in on MTV, but since Janet's coming up and her music coming up, she got new material with Daddy Yankee and all this other stuff. Now you're trying to use this movie, and these white people who don't like to see someone who's 51 or 52 years old, who has talent, who's still beautiful and way better looking than some of the women, and I'm saying all white women, but some of the women who probably bashing Janet Jackson, who is 52 years old, who do look 52, and you know what I'm saying? This is where to knock her career down. I'm called like it is. Oh, okay, yeah. Why would y'all wait just like with Nicki Minaj and her mama? with her album coming out and about the sexual scandal with her brother. Why did you wait till Janet Jackson started to get her album sale and get the Daddy Yankee song out? Why would you wait till the time? Why would not you have the movie out a couple years ago? Because y'all was trying to find some sneaky way to make Janet Jackson's career go down. Because Whitney already gone. So therefore, you trying to get Janet Jackson. Now that's all it is in my opinion. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care what anybody say. Because soon as she said she did not want, if she did say she want a black man or a dark skinned black man, you already had competition, bro. You already had women. You already had hoes. Sorry to say it like that. Okay, so find the next woman. You damn call Becky with the blonde good hair. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I look at it. Okay, one. Okay, I still got. Okay, well, okay, on my pimp list, she crossed out. Okay, I got other women out there that had sex with because you already having ass all over, dude. You would sling your dick everywhere you went. Okay, every tour. So how much ass do you need? Like the woman said, if you can't go to Bangladesh, where the hell you gonna go? I mean, by Brown, what do you need? Cause you got. I mean, you darker than me. You had more ass than I did. Okay, from talking about women, okay? You getting pussy. You had more pussy than I had. And I'm poor. You living a southern life. God dog, come on, man. So how much put so she if she went on Project Dog nigga, okay, and called to your words, then there's other women who wanted you anyways, you can win with them. Of all different shades and hair textures. God dog and women, white women, everything. Then you can win with Madonna. Shit. Shoes. She went with Tupac. Tupac left because she a white woman. God dog, you know what I'm saying? The to what they say. You could got Madonna got some ads from Madonna. Shit. And that's you know what I'm saying. And Madonna beat Janet later on. Not the bash Janet, but this was everybody say that because when Paul Abdul and Janet Jackson was ranking up, and here's Madonna who's older than both of them. The only way Madonna found a sneaky way, in my opinion, and I'm a Leo, I know he found any way travel the road that nobody will go through. It's what she said. It's one of the biggest kills do is travel the road that no one have not been through. Okay, and nobody except for Minnie Jackson, who's older, who's a sister, was talking about sex in her songs. Madonna used that bleach blonde hair, like I said about colorism, and had used that bleach, the good girl image, turned to bad girl, saw the porn, you know, because what type of woman is sold in pornography? The blonde, blue-eyed woman, and you know Madonna is not a natural blonde; she is a brunette. So her bleach blonde metallic, she used the sex game, the whole game, no offense to Madonna, to get the beat Janet Jackson and Paula Abdul. Okay, she bought that what the white girl stereotype being horny. No offense to any white woman, but you know what I'm saying? Being a blonde, blue-eyed white girl, the Barbie look, to get all these folks horny, and folks saw some ass and some business marketing ass. You know, so like folks go to Hooters, but that's all. You know what I'm saying? And they bought the sex book and all that stuff. You could have went with her. You know what I'm saying? Shoes. Yeah. He know he used the marketing tool of his dog being a dog project nigga, okay, and according to his words, to try to sell records and of course it was polished in the 80s. It wasn't extremely on names. But you know what I'm saying? But when we started seeing the Whitney Houston, you know what I'm saying, situation and everybody blamed him. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get my point, y'all. That's the problem. A lot of these people, they will look at they look at their marketing tool to sell records. He used his dark image, the bad boy image, to sell them records. And just like they did back in the gangster rap with Pride Prince Complex. That's all they did. Shit was Tupac. That's why Tupac did. When Tupac about to leave, in my opinion, I'm not saying that I know this and I don't know them. It seemed to me he was killed within. Besides, they said Orlando innocent to kill, but I already know he did kill because he didn't want to fight. But they set him up. In my opinion, I think someone put her up over the shooting. Now, y'all know who I'm thinking. Y'all already know what I'm saying. Didn't like the fact that they gonna lose money. He already rich already, okay? Every time I see, you know what I'm talking about, who's not known as an African descent, but probably possibly down, especially down there in a little island, Hannibal. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Every time he's on American Idol, he gives me the creeps. Jimmy Iovine, in my opinion, and I'm not saying this, I know this is my speculation. He saw money going away because my question is, where was that money that Iovine was trying to sue Suge Knight over? Okay, They threw Suge Knight under the bus. He probably, in my opinion, had something to do with it. But Jimmy Vine had the call. Remember, folks understand when the rock industry started losing money, due to and what it was, when rock industry started losing money, hip hop was getting big. The folks from rock is what that white man said, y'all didn't put this together. That's why they bashed Michael Jackson's image. It wasn't because the kids coming over whatever and his color changing. Okay, they used that to get y'all folks in the hood who don't do nothing or nothing, don't do the research about this. They was using it to bash Michael Jackson and Jackson's family. Okay, because he was selling. He outdid them white folks in the industry. In folks like I said, he outdid them people. He did. He outdid them. So to order to get back at him from outdoing them and being all over the world and love all over the world, they used the problems he was going through to attack him down. Then this what they did. They saw hip hop. Hip hop was emerging, was beaten, and the hip hop was now all about bitch and hoe and nigga and killing and shooting up and all this other stuff. Okay, all right. But they promoted that to make us as people look terrible all over the world. Not only that, to put more people, young people who don't do nothing, don't know nothing, like what happened to Bob Brown, okay, when he was growing up, to put them in the proper place supposed to be next slave. Okay? Use these bad images, mimic the good image of African people, take ownership of BET, Viacom, who contribute. That's what they were doing. Okay? Folks understand, this is my speculation. To get back at the African people who made it during the 60s and 70s. Okay? Including Jackson again, OJ, that's what they OJ. OJ didn't kill Nicole. This was the baby in, because you understand, OJ was in Chicago when Nicole was on the phone with her mama. How can he kill her? Unless he set her up. Okay? And there was already murders going on in Brooklyn already. Shout out to Alex Alonso, who's Boricua, who's on streetgangs.com. Okay, on streetgangs.com. What did he say? There was already murders already before, previous of Nicole and Rongo and after. So that means somebody out there killing folks. And then plus Judge was known to be over there in Brentwood. Okay? Either Jason Simpson, who had a problem with his stepmom, killed him, or Glenn Rogers or the other white dude who was thug killed Nicole and Ron Goldman. But to get back at African people who already made it, they love to get those who ignorant, who's jealous, like in Bob Brown's case, who's jealous, to attack the ones who are great in our community. Okay? And exploit those at the bottom. That's what they like to do. Okay? So when they had that meeting, what happened is the rock industry, people was already had enough of the rock music. And every time people bring up the satanic people who practice Satanism in rock industry or who promote it in the industry, okay? Not all the rock industry people did, but they started to lose money. They saw hip hop emerging, and it was the positive hip hop with MC Ham and all them. In the negative with NWA. Jerry Heller already beat them to the test, so they said, "Oh, we gonna do what Jerry Heller did with NWA. We gonna exploit these niggers. I'm gonna call it and these spics and niggers. They call it like it is. I'm part Hispanic, Michigan, don't get offended. And they mount white supremacy. They say we gonna exploit these niggas, these monkeys, these wetbacks, these spics. We gonna exploit. We're tired of being in Los Angeles, getting prop blah, this things. This is what they do. Get those folks in those communities who do all the bad and promote them. Now it's good to promote good, bad people to turn away from that good, to turn away from that bad to do good. However, promote their negativity and make money off of it, and put the folks who don't know nothing in the community, no East Say Nada, to make them gangs, thugs, cholos, and put them next power person because we don't want them overpowered because they were scared of them brothers and Latino brothers in the hood out topping the white folks who don't do nothing and think white supremacy is gonna survive in them. I mean, they'll survive white supremacy and be successful. That's what they're scared of. Like in Harvard University, they don't like them Asian people making more money, making more, getting, you know what I'm saying, than white folks. That's exactly what it's about color. They scared of competition. Okay? So stop competition. Okay? Is to market the bad black people and the bad Hispanic people, promote them, give them the jewels of exploitation like they did with Hattie McDaniel and Stephen Fletcher, and then make them be so folks who want to spy something and put them in next to good image white people. You know what I'm saying? You have a good image out there. Put them in there and get the dumb, do nothing minority folks who don't research and understand to emulate the bad so they can be. So remember, while they talking about killing and murdering in songs, The people who out there do it end up getting in trouble, not the ones who talk about it. You get my point? You know what I'm saying? The people who stupid enough who anybody see on TV or hear from music, they don't want to go to jail. They knew that. They was to get it right there and get them to talk about selling dope, whatever, poison in hip hop. So you understand? I don't trust this movie. I don't trust Bob Brown in this situation. You working with Viacom, who on BT, who want to see a dog skin, and I'm not saying this. I'm gonna use your word, Bob Brown, a dog project nigga locked up. That's what they want to see. So what you do, attack those in the neighborhood in our community who made it to make them look like they not for our community because they didn't care about the community. But to give the NAACP award, like James said, they would give money because Michael Jackson only give money to all the world. Michael Jackson did give money to our community. You don't hear about the news. One thing folks will do, they'll show you see folks of white kids and non-black kids going to Michael Jackson's house. But they were arguments and people going in their house. They're not gonna show that. One thing about fake news, y'all know about fake news during Trump situation. I already knew fake news a long time when I saw that mess. Okay? They'll tell you one side of the story, but not tell the other. Okay? And y'all about, oh, he a sellout. All y'all jealous ass in our community want to attack these people because you ain't made it. Or let's call it because your ass ain't made it. Okay, but these folks did. So you want to find, they covered it. Ooh, look at them. I mean, it's no different from Akaya. Look what happened to Akaya attacking Jan Jackson. Okay, her career flopped due to her. That's why Trina went off on her. I understand that. And look, everything was going good when T.S. Madison was on there. Oh, and now guess what? She disrespected T.S. Madison. Look what she did. Did her dirty. Okay? The same one talk all the shit. And why she only bashed mostly African and community. You know what I'm saying? Who already made it. Oh, my child bash everybody no matter what their race is. Right? But why she bashing those who have made it, who done accomplished in our community, who accomplished in our community? Why she bashing? She ain't did nothing for in this world. Let me tell you something, y'all. Half of the people who do this mess, even old Wendy Williams, they're jealous of the other folks in our community who have made it. They don't give a valid reason why. They just do it, just attack another. Even what happened with Drake and what's the name, Funk Flex. He jealous. They jealous of those people. Okay? They don't want to see. They don't really proud of the black race. No, they not. Why every time they bring blackness, they bring negative behavior, stereotypical behavior? Why? Why they equate it with blackness? Because they feel less than who they are. So I call it like an ass. They feel so good about it. They didn't accomplish, try to promote the community, not try to destroy it. Okay? And like I said, if I was Bob Brown, okay, well, Jenny, you want to give me something nice. Okay, well, all right, but I got on my list of girls, I got a bunch of numbers. I don't need your pussy. That's what I talk about. If I was Bob Brown and she said, let's say that I was real dog like Bob Brown, and she said, well, my dad don't want you in my bed. Okay, well, fine, bye. Okay, bye. I can get out, man, kick her out. Lucky she didn't call laws on him. Cause butt naked. They could be a B2 month right there, show how violent it is. Everybody don't see that. I walked away and said, okay, have fun. I don't need you. I got more hoes on the tour bus. You know what I'm saying? His pimp game so screwed up. You are the color, cause these two women lied in you. Not too light, but lied in you. You made it. And you left New Edition and fucked that up with your drug habits. Sure did. And then you didn't, of course, Michael Houston messed up Whitney, his sister, but you made it worse when she got it with you. And that's what Sissy and Joe was talking about. They didn't want you around. It was your behavior. That's all I gotta say.